Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. I wish you all a nice Monday and a nice start for the week. We're gonna start with Bitcoin on the daily, and we are looking at our Kennedy channeling here, where we have of course finished our bull run, and of course obviously that the price has exited our base channel here in yellow and starting of course a correction. Now this correction is being underestimation right now. Is this an impulse unfolding toward the downside, or is it something three waves corrective finished and we're looking for another three waves up? So currently this move here as double 1-2, we can only take it of course as double 1-2 because internally here you have only a potential of an expanding diagonal, where we can see it of course clearer here on the daily. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 wave 4 interfering with zone 1, which is of course not allowed in an impulse, so you cannot consider it even as a wave 3. For who is thinking that this wave 3 as well, I saw this of course in several YouTube channels as well for Elliott Wave. I don't know how they consider this a wave 3, but it's not allowed. Yeah, so wave 4 interfering, plus anyway, the wave 3 here is shorter than the wave 1, shorter than the wave 5. So, however, we have, of course, three waves down here. It is an expanding diagonal, wave C, ABC for a W, X, and a wave Y here. Another wave C there. I would say this is, of course, a perfect finished W, X, and Y. Can be. Now we see, of course, the price is still ranging around, of course, the base channel lower part here, but of course the last week we went out of it and then went inside it again. So it's a little bit of course very tricky here, because of course getting out of the base channel again, that means of course, and decisively, that means of course wave 3 is unfolding over there, meaning this is a wave 3 unfolding. Now, what I'm expecting, of course, on the micro level, because I saw some weaknesses again, very likely to be in a triangle here, and then exiting the base channel one more time again to confirm a wave 3 there, meaning this can be a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, where we might be in a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. This will unfold, of course, a very deep correction for us, which it might be, of course, catastrophe a little bit for Bitcoin, because we might reach, of course, around the 35k. We'll see, of course, this possibility. However, currently, if we hold on this price inside the base channel and we finish here as W, X, and a Y, three ways down, and there is a likely possibility to push for wave B in a regular flat, which is normally 0.9 fib level. And that means, of course, yeah, you might get, of course, a wave like similar to this one, yeah, but to the upside here, which you might consider here head and shoulders. Yeah, this is what you might consider it as, head and shoulders. But for me, I just take it into Elliott Wave, because many of you take it as head and shoulders and that it's gonna push for higher. But actually it is a regular flat. So this is where the mistake starts, with those patterns, head and shoulders, and so on. So that's why I don't trust it so much. I just follow Elliott Wave here. So A, B, and a C, of course, might unfold as a regular flat, guys. Okay, so and we might get this, of course, wave B there. In case we get it, of course, as an A, B, and a C here, don't forget as well that you might get a wave B, can be possible to take the all-time high. Yeah, so I mentioned this in the deep analysis this weekend. There is a possibility for a new all-time high even in wave B, meaning of course extended or expanding diagonal, expanding flat wave B here, and then looking for wave C towards the downside. Okay, so by taking the high here, that it might be of course a big trap potentially. Signaling that, oh, we're pushing towards the 200k for Bitcoin, and then everything dropped down in a wave C, of course, expanding flat. So then pushing for higher. Yeah, so once everyone is out and liquidated, then the market push for higher again in 200k. So we gotta be careful from this scenario. Of course, still too early for it, too early, guys, of course, to think about new all-time high, but possibly, of course, having three ways up here for regular flats so far, and then finishing, of course, this shallow wave 2 there. By all means, as well, you want to see, of course, in this case, the label that you might get here, of course, into possibilities again, ABC regular flat or ABC expanding flat. Both they will finish up in the same area at the end, and both will take, of course, the minimum requirement 0.38 fib level 56k 800, which are both in confluence with this technical area here, and then support, and then pushing towards the upside for 200k potentially in a new bull run, guys. So this is regarding the flats scenario, which is shallow wave 2. Now let's go to the deep wave 2. For the deep wave 2, of course, you want to exit first of all, of course, the base channel. You want to see it dropping down. This is the first signal that you get, of course, for this deep wave 2. And we might be, of course, in 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 here to be finished, and then 4 and a 5, then 4 and a 5 to finish wave A. And we might hit, of course, around the 0.618 already with the wave A, which is 35k here, and then pushing up again a little bit towards the 70k for Bitcoin for wave B, and then of course finalizing a wave C around the perfect fib level 0.786, 0.618 again for, of course, 25k or 28k and between them. Yeah, so between those price to finish here a wave C, which it might finish up here as an ending diagonal as normally, and then pushing towards higher prices again for a new bull run. So this is the deep correction possibility that it might happen. But first signal that I would like to have is breaking the base channel again, claiming a wave 3 here. Yeah, so this wave is not yet, of course, confirmed as a wave 3 yet. We'll see, of course, this on the micro level, and we will follow it. So on the micro level, for the 2 hours chart here, we are looking at a potential 1, 2, and then wave 3, 4, and a 5. And at the same time, it can be a finished ABC, as we mentioned, for a wave Y, where the wave Y wants to seek for higher already. However, during the weekend, we saw higher prices, but those higher prices didn't survive so much so far, because if we are in double 1, 2 here, we have finished a wave 3 and then wave 4 still, of course, unfolding and without invalidation yet, which means, of course, yes, we can still, of course, push for higher. But yeah, the weakness is very huge, I would say. It's a very deep correction, and also you didn't took the high yet, which it give us, of course, a possibility of something else unfolding here. ABC can be, of course, extended wave C as a zigzag ABC as well here, and of course can be a complex structure in a wave 2 sometimes, but yeah, I doubt it a little bit. That's why I doubt also a potential triangle, but at the end it is a possibility as an A, B, C, D, and an E, and then pushing for lower, which means bearish. Yeah, so meaning, of course, looking for one more low. Another possibility is that you might finish still one more wave 5, but looking at this, I mean, it's already given, yeah, like the signal is already given that even with wave 5, okay, you're gonna reach this area, it's ABC, you push down. Weakness, again, because we didn't took the high, we are not building momentum here. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. We're still, of course, looking at something as a weakness there, so we gotta be careful with this. So yeah, I don't see yet, of course, a strong movement here for Bitcoin, despite that the invalidation is not taken yet. Yeah, so for the bullish, so there is a possibility to push for higher, definitely, but at the end, it's gonna come back down, because once you finish this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, okay, it's a wave C there. Well, unless we're gonna test it for 1, 2, 1, 2 later on. But if this is an ABC, then it's not. Otherwise, you are in double 1, 2, but it to be tested at that time. Yep, so this is regarding Bitcoin, the daily analysis. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.